Hi guys, Driver Lady Pro here. The reason why they call me Driver Lady Pro is because I can drive like a boss, but I'd like to stay classy like a lady. So I want to talk about a article that was found in the Chicago Sun-Times about the rally we are doing tomorrow. It's a demonstration, and we are and I say we, there's a group called the Chicago Rideshare Advocates, but there is a big total organization called the AIW for Chicago, but also the AIW covers everybody. So just so you know, Chicago Rideshare Advocates is a grassroots organization, but they're part of Black Knight, but they're part of an even larger organization. So this is a live stream. I am live streaming this, and so I'm going to try to fit the information in the first 5 minutes, and then I want this to go for only 15 minutes long, and then if anybody has questions afterwards, we surely can answer this. I'm going to be part of this tomorrow because everybody knows Driver Lady Pro is an activist. But this is my buddy Lenny Sanchez, co-organizer of the Chicago Rideshare Advocates. They do have 4 people that are organizers, and co-founders, but they are not. Those people don't make up everybody's mind. So it is a democracy. He said, didn't think a second rally outside of City Hall would ever happen. The Chicago Rideshare Advocates have been trying to do demonstrations every couple of weeks. So, spread the word. I've been passing out flyers, and hi, Miss G. The whole idea is just to involve both the passengers and the drivers, and hi, Jim Burns, to let them know what is going on. And let me finish reading this article, and then we can talk about it. I thought initially our first action was going to be our last action. When we started out, nobody thought it was going to end up being this big. Says Sanchez. The rallies, the demonstrations, Dark Road Run, the demonstrations started in September. The grassroots organization has lasted longer than he thought, since starting in August. It has held rallies at O'Hare International Airport, at Lyft, and the Uber hubs in the city. Now it's scheduled for another rally at City Hall tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. till noon. And it says, I have this responsibility to try to do this, says Sanchez, who has driven for both Uber and Lyft since 2015. Wednesday's event, another chance to unite ride-hailing drivers and bring awareness about the mission. It's planned for 9 a.m. Of course, I said that. And from what I understand, there's going to be a lot of media there. So I'm sure you're going to hear about what happens at this particular thing. It says Sanchez and his co-organizers want the city to take action in the wake of recent pay decreases and changes to an already confusing system of surge and airport pricing. There's very little money in this anymore, says Sanchez, a 39-year-old at Des Plaines. After expenses, Sanchez used to clear about $20 an hour driving during the week, and on weekends around $40 an hour. He would like to bring home more than $800 to $1,200 a week to help support his family. though he used to make closer to 1,500 a week working the same 20 to 30 hours. If I'm getting $1,000, I'm really happy, says Sanchez. If I'm getting 600, I'm not surprised. More safety regulations and increased transparency from the ride-hailing company are the top priorities for this group. Of course, we want to talk about safety because there's been so many things that problems with safety. And of course, we need there needs to be transparency with these companies. They don't want to see ride hailing go away, and everybody does not want to see the ride share become employees. Okay, but the Uber and Lyft have been skirting the laws, and something needs to be done about it. And personally, I believe this needs to go all the way to the Supreme Court. But this is something that's trying to go on right now. Sanchez used to work in medical sales. He started driving for Uber because there were a young tech company and they were trending upwards. He said, and he has been threatened. Oh, he said now he's been threatened by a gun. He had a gun pulled on him by a passenger, and he's been falsely accused for driving while intoxicated. Chicago rideshare advocates have partnered with legal rideshare at a Chicago-based law firm, and dedicated to cases involving ride-hailing drivers and passengers. Jared Hoffa, business development manager for legal rideshare, said that they want to be a resource for drivers in the city and have converted part of their Wrigley office into a driver's lounge with coffee and free Wi-Fi. We're not protesters, says Hoffa. We're supporting the community and the industry. Another concern for Chicago rideshare advocates, the number of drivers is increasing, but the demand for riders isn't. They want a cap for drivers, similarly to one in New York City. Lyft responded when rideshare advocates reach out. Uber, they say, did not. This is what Lyft had to say. We have invested in ways to reduce expenses, boost earnings, help drivers reach their goals, a Lyft spokesman said. The trust and the safety of our community is our top priority, and we actively engage our drivers in conversations on their best places and ways to earn, as well as new product advancements. That's really like a canned answer. That's the way I feel. In a statement, Uber said, we are continuously working to make earnings more consistent and dependable for drivers while making our service more reliable anytime someone needs a ride. Since forming in August, the Chicago Rideshare Advocates has gathered 900 signatures on a petition. Another 400 have signed online. Our goal is to reach 10,000 ride-hailing drivers to sign, says Sanchez. We bring the petition and they'll bring the petition to the city council. We feel like the political temperature, the political climate is right for change. So, what do you guys think? Because you know what my views are. I constantly tell about my views, but I don't know if everybody knows, but Chicago is just one of many people doing this particular thing. There's going to be another rally in November 24th, and that's going to be worldwide. This is just one of many rallies that demonstrations going on. So it's my feeling that I can no longer drive for Uber and Lyft. I don't know if you know it, but in a lot of the major cities, they dropped our pay by 19 cents a mile, and they upped our waiting time per minute. So I have noticed in my pay a drastic change, in the sense that I would drive normally on a very busy Friday or Saturday night, and I would at least make $200, and I'm now making in a 10-hour period, and now I'm making a lot less. I made last Friday I made $150. So I will continue to talk about that I am not making the same money as I did make. And there are people who say, well, you got to work harder. And sure, yeah, I'll just run my car into the ground and work harder. But certain people have lives, and they got to do more than just work. And for I know people can get 70 hours a week, and people can do that, but other people have families and stuff like that. So I got 2 people in the room. Can I get 2 thumbs up? What do you guys think? What do you guys think about all of this? I just want to share what is going on, that we're having the rally tomorrow, and I'm going to report on that too, and tell you about what's going on with the Chicago rideshare advocates. And I am part of also this, it's called the AIW of Chicago. And thank you, Dark Road Run. He gives us a thumbs up. I can no longer continue to drive and lay down my head at night and pretend like there's no elephant in the room. This is not working the way it is going. We have less and less rights as people, as independent contractors. We are being paid like employees, but our rights are being stripped of us. And I think personally, this is not to talk for any other organizations, but I personally feel that President Roosevelt, who set the minimum wage and for employees, would be rolling over in his grave right now, because these people are skirting the laws. And we need more safety. There's tons of people being deactivated for stupid things, and they can't do anything about it. I personally had I talked to a friend that was deactivated for something that happened to him 18 years ago. They did a background check, and they said 18 years ago, what happened, in his background check, they did those background checks that they did for California. They said apparently it looked like he had went to prison, when he said he did not go to prison. He proved it to them, but they said, I'm sorry, we can't do anything about it. You're deactivated permanently. And that is what Uber and Lyft do. They give canned answers, and they act like they are doing something about it. They talk, oh, we are listening to our drivers, but they are not hearing us. So I'm sure there are other people that really love driving like crazy. Personally, I cannot make maybe if I drive an extreme amount, I can make good money doing this, but I don't make the money I used to. And it is statistically proven that we do make less money now than we made a couple of years ago, and that there is way more traffic in Chicago than there was a couple of years ago. it was 25% less, the traffic was, and now it's 25% more. So people like to say, I'm making tons of money. Good for you. But I am doing something to get you personally so you can make even more money. Because who doesn't like more money, right? So I appreciate you guys showing up. Thank you. I just wanted to report on this because I saw Uber Hints did a video on this very same thing, and I loved the video. He doesn't know as much about it, and thought, I know about this. I'm going to do a video about it. All right. So I hope to see you maybe tomorrow. I'll have a live stream or some video of doing this. I appreciate you guys showing up. It's been 15 minutes. It's been 15 minutes and 45 seconds or something like that. So I appreciate you guys. Hustle hard, but hustle smart. If you don't hustle smart, bring your broke ass home. Stay safe out there. Driver Lady Pro out. Hasta la vista, baby.